Hello, this is the Four Leaf Clovers Reading Club. We wish you a happy, very peaceful, successful, and healthy new year. Today we're going to read a book called The Light of the World. It is a story of a divine eyelash, written by Grit Cutler and illustrated by Ida Purnika. The book is dedicated to Shrimataji Nirmala Devi. Did you know that every one of God's eyelashes has got a name? And they are beautiful names. For example, one is called Vilasini, another one Sukhada, and some others are named Nandini, Nidra, and Vasha. In their innocent beauty, they decorate God's eye, and they themselves are like little goddesses. Now, a very long time ago, when people didn't exist yet, something quite extraordinary happened. One day, while God was looking down contentedly upon the earth, as he often did, smilingly and winking at his creation, one of his divine eyelashes became loose and drifted slowly down to our planet. The eyelash floated around in the wide blue atmosphere, glided through the white puffy clouds, and joyfully slid down the sunbeams towards the earth. Yuppie! I'm flying! She shouted, feeling so happy and light-hearted that in the middle of her flight, out of sheer joy, she made several somersaults and in so doing got herself all curled up into 3.5 loops. Oops! I am a bit dizzy, the eyelash thought. Just at that moment, she reached the earth, landing on a big, lush green meadow full of beautiful red flowers. Still curled up, the divine eyelash looked curiously around and admired the bright red flowers which bowed their heads in welcome to this unexpected visitor. How beautiful they are! I have never seen anything like them, the eyelash said to herself. She so wanted to get closer to one of these magnificent flowers that she began to make her way towards them, climbing up and down the blades of grass. After gaining a bit of courage, she gently sat down by a flower and hovered softly around its 4 big petals. But the little eyelash soon became sad because she felt so lonely and lost. She knew that everything in God's kingdom happens for a reason, so she tried to encourage herself. I am sure that it isn't a coincidence that it was exactly me that has fallen out of God's eye. I don't believe that God wants to be rid of me. Oh no, surely He has sent me to earth with a purpose. Oh yes, probably God has planned something really important for me to serve Him. But it didn't help much because at this moment the little divine eyelash didn't know where she should go or what she was supposed to do, and she became quite frightened. All of a sudden she realized that the beautiful red flowers around her were whispering something to her. Don't worry, but be brave and be strong. Listen to this sacred song. Everything will be good and right because you are eternal light. The divine eyelash listened in amazement to these words. She didn't quite understand the meaning of everything, but she did feel a bit more reassured. Just then she heard something behind her making some noise. It sounded like heavy footsteps approaching closer and closer. What is that noise? The little eyelash shouted. She was so alarmed that she didn't dare look around. When the footsteps stopped right behind her, she remembered the words spoken to her by the red flowers. Don't worry, but be brave and strong. Everything will be good and right. So she quickly regained her confidence and turned around. Her fears immediately disappeared as she looked up into the pure and innocent eyes of a small elephant. These eyes radiated so much joy and wisdom, and was surrounded by the most loving face that has ever existed. The elephant looked at the divine eyelash with a warm smile, and in a tender voice asked, "Who are you, and where do you come from?" The eyelash was still surprised at the elephant's child's sudden appearance, but she answered very kindly, "My name is Kundala. I fell out of God's eyelid from heaven, and I am lost." The little elephant smiled affectionately at her and said, "I am Ganesha." He placed the divine eyelash carefully onto his trunk and added with confidence, "I know where you belong." Then he set off towards the east, cheerfully plodding through the meadow, which was filled with ever so many hibiscus flowers. Kundala had no time to protest, nor did she have any desire to object to the elephant's spontaneous decision, because she indeed felt safe being looked after by this good natured and warm hearted creature. In his presence, the eyelash sensed a deep feeling of happiness running through her. "Oh, I feel so well," she thought. The journey took a long time, and Ganesha strode with Kundala safely held onto his trunk, across high mountains and through narrow canyons, across fertile fields and through deep forests. They passed immense lakes and crossed raging rivers. They ventured through hot deserts, dark wastelands, and steamy jungles. It was a difficult journey with many obstacles and dangers. "Oh no, Ganesha, there is a lion. I'm scared. Be careful." "Don't be afraid, little Kundala. I will protect you. Let's go through the river." "No, Ganesha, I cannot swim." "Don't you worry. With me, you're always safe." Sometimes Kundala started slipping from the elephant's trunk, but when this happened, Ganesha would simply catch her before she fell off, gently placing her back. The little eyelash noticed that wherever the elephant went, all the forces of good seemed to go with him, as if an invisible protection against all evil and hazard surrounded him at all times. Now it's time for us to have a moment of silence and relax. Let's sit comfortably on the ground or in a chair, whatever is better for you. Let's place both our hands on the knees with palms facing upwards. We can close our eyes and take a few deep breaths. We can try to relax and not think of anything. Try to empty our mind of all the thoughts we have. Let's bring our attention inside of us and try to enjoy this peaceful moment. Now we can put our right hand on our heart and say, "Mother, I am the pure spirit. Please bring harmony, peace, and light within me. I am the pure spirit." We can try to feel our heartbeat. Try to feel this love that we carry within. Try to feel the light we have inside. Now we can place our right hand on the left side of our neck and slightly turn our head to the right so we feel comfortably. We still keep our left hand open on our lap. Here we can say from our heart, Mother, I am not guilty. I am not guilty at all, because I am the pure spirit. I am not guilty at all. Now we can move our right hand to our forehead. Here we can say, Mother, I forgive myself for everything and I forgive everyone. We can say this few more times and try to let everything go. Try to forgive from our heart and let all bad feelings behind. I forgive myself for everything and I forgive everyone. I forgive. We can move our right hand on the top of our head and massage this area. We can gently press the scalp and do a massage 7 times, rotating clockwise direction. Let's say, Mother, please give me my self-realization. Please give me my self-realization. Please connect me with the all-pervading power around me. Mother, please give me my self-realization. Let's ask this from our heart and really desire it. Please give me my self-realization. After massaging, we can move the hand a few centimeters higher above our head and try to feel if there is any sensation of cool breeze. We can try to do the same with the left hand. After this, we can leave both our hands on our lap facing upwards. Now we can try to feel how all our thoughts disappear and get replaced by the silence and peace within us. Let everything go and have this special moment of silence only for ourselves. Try to relax and listen to the beautiful music. See you next Tuesday, 1945, 2015 Beijing time.